Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Tonya, the Self-Care Maven. And yes, I am coming to you from a new location here while I take a little winter break. I hope you are doing the same. Now, for those of you who don't follow me, welcome to my platform. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tonya Barango, and I am also known as a self-care maven here on this platform and all of my platforms for that matter. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Instagram and here on YouTube. Now, I'm going to be how do I put this? I'm in the current moment of making some huge changes, some shifts in my life. And if you've been following me on my platforms, you know that I am a women's self-care and health coach. And I empower Black women over 40 to live their best, healthiest life. And we do that through a variety of personally tailored self-care strategies that are unique for Black women and women of color. Now, I know it's trendy to throw around the word self-care and self-love, but what does that mean for the Black woman, for the average Black woman and woman of color living in a society that is built on oppression and the labor of women, particularly Black women, women of color, and institutionalized white supremacy, patriarchy, and all of its branches. And so my mission on this planet, my mission on this platform and all of my platforms is to empower Black women and women of color over 40 to get healthy and free, whatever that looks like for you. Self-care is a life-saving pillar that we all need to embrace and have in our lives. But because women have been conditioned, indoctrinated, domesticated into thinking that their value lies only in what they give of themselves to others and giving till there's absolutely nothing left for you, your dreams, your aspiration, your health. And so I am changing that reality for Black women and women of color everywhere around the globe. And that starts with adaptive self-care strategies that have the power to change your life, literally. And so today is actually part of my own personal shift as I make some changes in my, not just my own self-care strategies, but I want to take you on a journey with me, a journey to manifesting the kind of life and environment I want to be in 2024. And for those of you who don't know what self-care is, I encourage you to Google it. That is your first homework assignment with me here on this channel at freedomatthecrossroads.com. You can follow my blog there as well. This channel is dedicated to women everywhere, empowering us again through self-care, helping women look better, feel better without the pressure of other people's expectations, without living on the altar of other people's expectations, whether that's society, whether that's cultural, whether that's environmental, whether it's relational. All of that changes here on this channel. I'm currently coming to you from outside the country, and one of my happy places, which I intend to make my permanent home. I'll tell you more about that as we move forward, as I explore my current environment and as I just live in the moment. Journal, that's super important. I'll talk more about that in other videos. But I am here in this space, my happy space, outside the country, because I love to travel. You will find content here regarding self-care, lifestyle, empowerment for women. and living your best life, as well as doing the internal work that's necessary to sustain a thriving self-care and self-love practice. You can't do that without doing the internal work. There is no way you can be consistent. There is no way you can sustain self-care, because self-care is going to cost you something. I don't care what anybody says on the planet. I will stand 10 toes down on the premise that everything you do in life, every choice you make is going to cost you something. And if you start from that point, you won't be misled or deceived into believing things that are not true, or deceived into putting yourself in a position that is not in your best interest, whether it's being taken advantage of, whether it's being further oppressed or subjugated, or being in a situation that is not healthy for you. Particularly as a Black woman, I'm speaking to my Black and brown sisters around the world. Regardless of your situation, your environment, your location, self-care will save your life, but it's going to cost you something. And that's why I have an ongoing battle with the current form of self-care that's being promoted in media, where it's basically a trend, when in reality, self-care is war, self-care is political, self-care is radical. And I don't want to scare anybody too much, but I need you to understand there is a cost to every decision, every choice, every action we take. You can't escape that in the universe. You definitely can't escape that here on planet Earth. So I just wanted to communicate that today and get your ears prepped for some transformations that are not, I'm going to be sharing from my life that's getting ready to take place, and my plans for manifesting that, because my target date is 2024. I won't get too specific about it because everybody on the internet doesn't need to know that. But if you're part of my community, you will definitely be in the know. I am making friends and connections here where I am on this brief little journey, temporary journey here, but it is an ongoing experience, and I intend to make a lot of changes, and I really want to share that with my community and all the ladies and my sisters out there around the world who also want to change, transform their lives, and live their best life, regardless of what the world says, to live in freedom, to live in liberation, to live in ease, to live healed and whole, free from the altar of other people's expectations. This is Tonya, the Self-Care Maven, coming to you live from another part of the world. It's warm, it's tropical. Those are the only clues I'll give in this video, but stay tuned. I've got a whole lot more to share with you. Till next time, bye-bye.